What disturbs me more than the policy that you call a policy is the rationale for the policy. The rationale for the policy. You set out 4 principles that you adhere to, and then and I will go over them in a moment. Then you say on page 14, we must not become part of South Africa's problem. We must remain part of their solution. We must not aim to impose ourselves, our solutions, our favorites in South Africa. Damn it, we have favorites in South Africa. The favorites in South Africa are the people who are being repressed by that ugly white regime. We have favorites. Our loyalty is not to South Africa, it's to South Africans. And the South Africans are majority black, and they are being excoriated. It is not to some stupid puppet government over there. It is not to the Afrikaner regime. We have no loyalty to them. We have no loyalty to South Africa, to South Africans. And the fact of the matter is I listen to this rationale first of all. It is the leaders of South Africa and their people, black and white, who have the majority responsibility. They must rise to it. Well, they are rising to it. They're rising to it. The only thing left available to them with that repulsive, repugnant regime of Afrikaners there. And it's the only way they have. They've tried everything for the last 20 years. They begged, they borrowed, they crawled, and now they're taking up arms. The second thing, progress toward peace requires a timetable. Timetable, elimination of apartheid. What's our timetable? What are we saying to that repugnant regime? These people are being crushed. And we're sitting here with the same kind of rhetoric. The same thing we heard.
Senator, let me say that I hate to hear a senator of the United States calling for violence.
I'm not calling for violence.
That's what you're doing.
I hate to hear
exactly what you're doing.
I hate to hear an administration and a Secretary of State refusing to act on a morally abhorrent point. I hate to hear this country. I'm ashamed that this country puts out a policy like this that says nothing. Nothing. It says continue the same. We put no timetable on. We make no specific demand. We don't set it down. I'm ashamed that's our policy. That's what I'm ashamed of. I'm ashamed of the lack of moral backbone to this policy.
But if you're not happy in the U.S., if you're complaining all the time, very simply, you can leave. You can leave right now. Come back if you want. Don't come back. It's okay too. But if you're not happy, you can leave.
My name is Dr. Sapoma Sefabwache, and I am a board-certified family medicine physician based out in California in the United States. But my whole family's from Ghana, Africa, and all the women that you will be seeing in this video are all physicians with families and origins from Ghana, Africa. We come together to spread a message of hope, peace, and love, and some wonderful education about the coronavirus. Listen and take note as we are also answering some of your questions that you sent to us about the coronavirus. Together, we will defeat this virus and we will survive. Take care, and may we dance again soon, one day.
My name is Dr. Bernice Darko Edijemfi. I'm an internal medicine physician in Houston, Texas. I'm here to answer some of your questions about the coronavirus. Omaini Taylor, 99, asked, please, I have heard that the probability of the virus killing black people is low as compared to the whites. How true is it? And if it's true, why is it? Coronavirus, aka SARS-CoV, aka COVID-19, aka Rona, aka Korokoro, is no respecter of persons. It affects all races, all genders, all persons equally. In fact, it has come to a realization that more and more black people are dying in the United States from the coronavirus. This is certainly a dangerous myth that must be broken.
I am Dr. Nana Bawachi, and I am a dermatologist, and I want to inform you that COVID-19 can present in 3 ways on the skin. So far, in some of the studies, it can present with a chickenpox-like rash. It could also present with urticaria, so urticaria hives. So hives are these juicy red spots that could appear all over the skin that are very, very itchy. It could also present as this, what we call diffuse red rash, or erythematous rash. And so this rash classically appears on your chest, your back, as well as your abdomen. But it could also appear in different skin types as a purple or brown little spotches all over your skin. So whenever you develop a rash during this time, please just consult with a provider just to make sure that we don't have COVID-19 or perhaps that you don't have any other type of skin manifestation that could be potentially treated.
Fact or fiction? Some people with COVID-19 will never develop symptoms. That's fact. There's some people walking around in your neighborhood right now who have COVID-19. You could be standing right next to them right now. Why is this important? It's important because it's still possible to spread the disease without having the actual symptoms of the disease. This is why social distancing is very important. Stay at home.
Hello everyone, my name is Dr. Marcia Arba Martinson. I'm going to answer some general questions about COVID-19 and pregnancy. Are pregnant women at higher risk of getting serious symptoms? Not a lot is known about COVID-19 and pregnancy at this time, but it does not appear that pregnant women are at higher risk of getting infected or at higher risk of getting serious symptoms. Most pregnant women will recover before they have their babies. If you have symptoms, what should you do? You definitely want to call your doctor or your nurse or nurse midwife to ask them what to do next. If you have COVID-19, how does that affect your pregnancy? Well, at this time, again, experts do not know whether it can be transmitted to the baby while it's in the womb, but once the baby is born, it is possible to be transmitted to the baby with close contact. You will be able to proceed with a vaginal delivery if that's what was initially planned. You do not need to have a C-section just because you have COVID-19.
Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Ellie Gassineau, wanting to give you a little nugget on coronavirus and children. Within the adult world, we have noticed the devastating effects of coronavirus. Thankfully, within the pediatric world, the effects of coronavirus have been mild or essentially asymptomatic. The population we worry about within the pediatric world is the kids with additional medical needs and concerns. We have noticed that with them, along with the adults within that same category, they have a tough time fighting through the illness and need additional support. So please pay attention to them. In the meantime, for everyone, maintain social distancing, continue proper hand hygiene, and stay safe out there. Until next time, take care.
Hello and greetings from New York City. I am Dr. Denise Asafo-J. Can I engage in sexual activity during the COVID-19 pandemic? The answer is yes, you can. Please keep in mind if you or your partner is symptomatic or is there any concern for exposure to the COVID-19 virus, it is suggested that you avoid any sexual contact with this individual and any direct contact. So, as many of us now know, the virus can spread if someone is within 6 feet of us, and this includes all bodily fluid. If you have a partner or husband, wife, or anyone consistent, you can still engage in sexual activity with these people, but this is not the time to really be introducing new partners to your circles. Also keep in mind that activities like kissing really easily spread the virus. Safe sex practices should still be in play, and barrier protections like condoms are really great ways to avoid any direct contact with bodily fluids. You also want to keep in mind that before and after any sexual encounter, it's really important during this time that you're being diligent with your hand washing and showering, again, just to eliminate any chance of potentially transmitting the virus. Finally, if you have a partner that has a pre-existing condition, especially a pulmonary condition, or if they are immunosuppressed in any way, it may be best to avoid sexual encounters with this person because they are at higher risk of doing poorly should they contract the virus.
Hello everyone, this is Dr. Akuya Ampadu, your board-certified internal medicine physician. During this time, we are seeing a lot of people who are not coming to the hospital for fear of getting coronavirus or dying at the hospital. However, if you currently are diagnosed with coronavirus or believe that you do have it based on your symptoms, it is imperative that you come to the hospital if you are experiencing shortness of breath or difficulty breathing. If you do not have coronavirus and are home and experience slurred speech or difficulty moving any part of your body, you should come to the hospital as these may be signs of a stroke.
You should also come to the hospital if you are experiencing chest pain, which goes to the left side of your body, including your left arm, as well as any numbing, tingling, dizziness, or blurry vision. Please stay safe. Bye.
Hi, this is Dr. Cote, and I'm coming to you from Houston, Texas. I'm going to tackle the question of social distancing and why it's important. During a pandemic like we're currently experiencing with coronavirus or COVID-19, we ask the public to try to limit their interactions with each other and stay home to stop the spread or control the spread of the virus. This is important because it takes away or tries to lessen the burden of new infections on hospitals and our limited resources, so that we don't create a situation where the hospitals are seeing an overwhelming number of patients and their resources are not able to respond to those numbers. We're trying to create a situation where we don't have a shortage of beds, and so by staying home, we decrease the rates of new infections. Thank you for your questions. Please keep them coming. Please stay safe. And don't forget, wash your hands 20 seconds, warm soapy water several times a day. And in between that, use a hand sanitizer, preferably alcohol-based hand sanitizer. Thank you. We'll see you soon.